Okay, this is just for my own personal record. I've just told this gentleman from the census that I can't confirm or deny any information at this particular time, and he is interpreting this as me refusing. And as we all know, somebody asks you a question and you say, no, I'm not going to do that, that is a refusal. And having luckily studied an English degree, both in language and literature, I know that if I say I can neither confirm nor deny the information, that is not a refusal. And you're under your full commercial liability. You are now saying that I've refused to fill in the census form.
I'm not saying anything at all.
You told me you were going to put it down as a refusal.
I'm saying, are you willing to fill in this form?
And I'm saying I can neither confirm nor deny any information at this particular moment.
Are you aware that it's a legal obligation to fill in this form?
I'm aware that that's what people are saying, yeah.
Are you aware it's a legal obligation to fill in the form, yes or no?
Yes, I am aware it's a legal obligation, yes.
Okay, fine. And you're also aware that you could be fined up to £1,000 and have a criminal record if you refuse?
Yes, and I'm not refusing.
So in that case, then, if you're not refusing, can you give me an indication when you will fill in the form?
I can't give you an indication when I'm filling in the form, but I'm not refusing to fill it in. And I'm not saying that I've not filled it in and already posted it off.
So can you give me some indication why you're being obstructive or
because
unhelpful?
I don't believe in this country that under legislation, which is law by consent, yeah, under the law of the land, I have no obligation whatsoever. But under the law of the sea, which is legislative law, which is a statute, which is what has been brought in with the census, that in itself, a legislative statute, is governed by consent. I may or may not at this particular moment consent to that. But I'm not willing to give any information at this particular moment. Therefore, I'm not refusing.
But can you appreciate there is a time limit for these forms to be processed and submitted?
Yeah, but it's the same government that is saying this is the same government that sent people to Iraq
This is nothing to do with the government. The Census Bureau is a separate thing from the government. It's not Conservative, it's not Labour, it's nothing at all.
I'm not saying it's Labour or anything. I have no confidence in either this government, the statutes which are brought in by this government.
It's totally irrelevant.
It is, because the government have brought in this statute. That's a law that has been passed under legislative law.
The government also brought in a law that says you must wear seatbelts because it's compulsory. Do you wear a seatbelt?
Why do I need to give information about that?
So there we are. So you're just being totally unhelpful.
No, I'm not. I'm not being unhelpful.
Well,
I'm a human being at the end of the day.
Yeah, I know. I'm a human being, and I'm trying to do a job.
I understand that.
The job is very simple.
Yeah.
It's to get a return from every household.
Yeah.
And if a household doesn't give a return, when they've had a return and they know what they must do, then basically it's a refusal.
It's not a refusal.
Well,
your interpretation of the English language seems to be quite limited, because in my mind, if I'm creating no controversy at this moment, I'm not refusing to do anything. All I am saying is, under my right as a human being, my unalienable human right...
It's all right not to do something.
No, but under my right, I'm not refusing. But I don't have to, under any law. The law may say I have to fill that form in.
Put yourself in my situation
I can, I understand. It's nothing personal against you.
No, I don't take it personally. Trust me.
Not.
The jobs I used to do, trust me, nothing is personal. But you put yourself in my situation now. What would you do now as the next step?
Well, I wouldn't know what I would be able to do, because if I was in your position now and someone hadn't refused, okay, but also refused to give you information, that's two very different things. You saying to me you're going to fill in this form, and me saying I'm refusing to give you any information. I actually didn't refuse to give you any information. I said I can neither confirm nor deny at this moment. And like I said before,
I'm not... It could go on ad infinitum, though, couldn't it?
Exactly. But then it's a grey area, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So where does that help you, or where does it help me?
Well, in which case, if that was you, I would say, right, well, this person will neither give me any information, they haven't refused, therefore I would flag it up to my superiors and let them deal with it.
Well, they will, and they will say it's a refusal.
Yeah, but then they're fraudulently acting then, because they're lying then.
That's not your problem. They will say it's a refusal.
And they'll be lying then.
People have to sit in with the system.
So as you can see here, that this gentleman has just confirmed that if he does flag it up to his superiors, that they will lie and say that I've refused. And we have it now on camera, and we have it now in evidence, which will be submitted in any kind of legislative court case, which I do not have any confidence in at all. Funnily enough, I'm moving to Spain very, very shortly, so none of this will have any bearing. But under my rights as a human being, I'm not obliged to give you any information. If you were from the TV licence and you came along and started conning me into, which I'm not saying you're conning me into doing anything, okay? You've been very, very personable, very, very polite to me, but I am not refusing to do anything. But I am neither confirming nor denying any information at this stage. I am categorically not refusing to do anything. I'm just at this stage not giving any information, and that is my right as a human being, and it's my right as a citizen.
Yeah, and as I said to you before, if somebody comes back tomorrow, a different person, we will have the same conversation.
Well, I can neither confirm nor deny. I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow. But today, on a bank holiday, and to be fair, you're coming around to my house, my property, on a bank holiday.
And to be fair, because bank holidays are the time when most people are in.
Yeah.
And it's the best time for people like me doing my job to find people in and get returns. Well, which I've done very successfully, and now I'm here today presenting myself
fair play
to you.
You know, at the end of the day, I'm not being problematic for any reason. I have no faith in this government. I have no faith in this census. I have no confidence in the information and how it will be used. But as I said, I can neither confirm nor deny at this stage to give any information, and that's my right. But I am categorically not refusing.
Okay, fine, right. Well, indeed. Well, I think that's the end of that conversation. I don't think anybody will disturb you again.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Well, have a nice day, mate. And it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to talk to you. And it's, nothing personal, no hard feelings whatsoever. Have a nice day. See you later. There you go. Just said that if he flags it up to his superiors, that they indeed will lie and say that I've refused. Now, everybody's saying that I've categorically not refused. Okay? Bang on.